Righto. Found this microwave, a little 25 litre Street Bounty. The face is a little bit scuffed, but I know someone that needs a tiny microwave like this, so this is perfect. It's 800 watts. It does work. You can hear the magnetron firing up. All good. But it came without a plate. What a pain in the butt. So you can see that that's the little insert there that will grip the bottom of the plate that when it's in there. So what I've done is I've got a dinner plate that I think is going to be the right diameter. It closes, it doesn't foul. And what I've done is I've taken the plate out of my own microwave, and I've confirmed that these fit in quite nicely. So I'm going to use this as a template. See if I can use the baking soda and super glue trick to make some little pawls that will catch the plate, catch this little gear here, spline, little pickup, and return this to its rightful glory in someone's kitchen. Let's do it. Right, first we want to get a thick pencil, anything will do, chalk, and I'm just going to make a bit of a rubbing using my finger. Follow the indent, pretty rough is all you need, like that. Cut this out. So let's just check that for fit. Yep, fits in beautifully, perfect. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to take my own microwave plate, which is obviously much bigger and wooden and doesn't fit in that tiny little microwave. I'm going to take this, line it up by eye, which is pretty close. Again, press down, and what I want to do is, remember when you were 5 and you used to make pencil rubbings of things? Well, I'm going to make a pencil rubbing. It's coming out all right, and then there's another one there. Okay, beautiful. Okay, I'm just going to cut these out. Now there may be a better way to do this, but I'm sort of thinking on the fly here. And the other thing I'm counting on is I've watched lots of videos of the super glue and baking soda trick, and it looks like you just mix it in until the super glue absorbs, or the baking soda absorbs the right amount of super glue, and it's almost as if you can't get the combination wrong, because you can't oversaturate the super glue, and you can't, it's only if you don't have enough baking soda powder. Okay, so that is that. Okay, now what I want to do is take my template, line it up. Now I'm just using a whiteboard marker here. So that's approximately, well, that's where I want my new little fingers to go, and let's just try that. Well, it looks absolutely perfect. And now I've got to go and get some baking soda. Here we go. I'll check whether it's baking powder or baking soda, and then we can get started. Okay, the next thing I want to do is, because I don't want this to spread out, so now I worked out that in Australia, baking soda and bicarb of soda are the same thing. So you don't want baking powder, in Australia you want bicarb soda for this trick. And I've also got some absolutely dodgy, you can see that, $2, some super glue. So you just buy this at your local Chinese $2 shop, full of crap. Now I've also got some blue tack, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little fence to build these up so that I don't have to then grind them down. I don't know how easy it is to grind this, but I'm imagining it's not particularly difficult. There we go, push that out to make it about the right sort of shape. Now these don't need to stick very proud of the bottom of the plate. Round about probably 5 mil is what you're looking for. Just using the bottom of the pencil just to push that out. Open one of these up. Now the problem with these is that you find that if you don't use them, they actually dry out inside. So this one looks completely full, but I would not be surprised if it was completely dried out. Yep, I don't think I'm getting anything out of this one. No. Try the next one. Just goes to show that you can't leave this stuff on the shelf for too long. Oh, that one's much, much better. Great. Okay, bit of bicarb soda. Now what people do is they blow this off. So I'm going to do that. Add more, add some more. And lucky last one. See if I can squeeze some out of this lemon. That one's looking a bit better. Okay, I need to go to the shops and buy some more super glue. Actually does fizz a little bit there. All right, off to the shops, get some more super glue. All right, picked up some more of these bad boys. Price has gone up, $2.50 this time. Anyway, let's do a little bit more. And I reckon that's enough. Looks like this has actually worked out pretty well. Now what I'm expecting to have to do is to file these down to make them fit. There you go, that almost fits straight away. But I will file this down, and then I'm going to have to do some tests because I want to make sure also that the microwave energy does not destabilize the glue. All right. Beautiful. Put a cup in there, put some power on, let's hear a beep. Seconds. Oh yeah, nice and warm. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put that on for at low power, but that's down to 20%, and I'm going to put that in for 10 minutes. Press start. So what I'm trying to do is to make sure that the glue doesn't disintegrate with prolonged cooking. So I've proven that it works. See the glass turning around inside. Okay, this has been going for, oh yeah, that is very, very hot. Oh, wow. And the plate is reasonably warm. So let's take it off. And look, it's ugly, but it's absolutely perfect. So I'm really happy with this. Means I'm not throwing more stuff into landfill. That's an absolute win-win. But this is a winner. This looks like you can make your own microwave plate. How good is that? So if you've got a microwave and you've got a broken plate, or you pick one up on the side of the road like I did, like a scab, and you don't have one, then it's pretty easy to make your own. All you need is a bit of crockery and a bit of baking soda and some super glue, and you're done. And about 15 minutes of your time.